Hey, today we're going to learn about two-digit addition. Our objective is I will add two-digit numbers using the strategy composing and decomposing. All right, we're going to review using base 10 blocks. That's using those sticks and those cubes. So I have the number 28 plus 36. I'm going to set it up with my tens frames. 28 has two tens and 8 ones. So you can see on the 10 side, I have two tens, and the 1 side, I have 8 ones. Now 36 has 3 tens and 6 ones. Now I have to add the ones together, so I'm going to take the 10 frames from the base 10 blocks, the little cubes from the bottom, and I'm going to fill up the 10 frame on the top. So I take one and I move it to the empty space. I take one more and I move it up to the empty space. Now I have made a 10, I've composed a 10. A 10 cannot stay in the ones place. We don't write tens in the ones place, so we have to move it over to the tens place. Cross it out and move it over. Now I can count up my tens and my ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ones, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. So my answer is going to be 64. We're going to practice that way one more time. So I have 47 plus 25. Again, I'm going to set it up with my tens frames. 47 has 4 tens and 7 ones. 25 has 2 tens and 5 ones. Again, I have to start with my ones place. I'm going to see if I can make a 10. So I'm going to take the cubes from the bottom and I'm going to move them up to the top tens frame. I'm going to take one and move it up, another one, move it up. I need one more, so I'm going to take that one and move it up. Now I have a 10 in the ones place, which can't stay there, so it has to move next door to the tens house. So we're going to take that and move it next door. Now I don't have to worry about those ones anymore, so I can now count my tens and my ones. My ones have 1, 2 ones. My tens, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 tens. So my answer will be 72. Now we're going to learn it a new way. I'm going to have 78 plus 13. And most times the tens, the little T chart that I made with the tens and ones isn't there. Sometimes I like to show it as just I make a T and I write a T for tens and an O for ones. But you don't have to do that. You can just write tens and ones like that if you want. But it is good to go ahead and make that T chart so it separates the tens and ones and helps you to visualize it. My first step is I'm going to add the ones. I'm going to count up from 8. 8, and I'm going to use touch points. I've taught that with my class. I'm also posting a video, so if you want to review touch points, it's an easy way to add. So I'm going to start with 8, and I'm going to count up 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11. I'm going to put it in my bubble, and I'm going to think about it. There is 1 1, so I'm going to put that in the ones place in the answer spot. Now I've composed a 10, so I have to move it to the tens house. It cannot stay living in the ones place. We don't write 11 in the ones. We move it to the tens house. All right, now I can go ahead and add. I'm going to start at the top and work my way to the bottom. So if you always remember to start at the top and work your way to the bottom, that's the smartest thing to do. I'm going to, again, use those touch points. 1, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tens. So I'm going to write down my 9 for the tens place. So our answer is 91. And that's going to be the basic way to do it. We always start with the ones place and we move to the tens place. Start at the top, work our way down. Okay, now we're going to do it together. So if you pause this right now and get out a piece of paper or anything to write with, then we can do it together, and it always helps our brains learn it better if we do it together. I'm going to take the numbers 49 plus 36. Again, I have that T chart and I have the tens and ones. Again, you can write a T for tens and an O for ones. You don't have to write out the whole word, but it does help you to remember which is which place. Hopefully you've reviewed place value enough that you know which spot is the tens and which spot is the ones. Okay, my first step is always to add the ones place. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. So I'm going to draw that arrow just for you to remember. Start at the top and work down. Again, I'm going to use touch points. 9, I'm going to say the first number and then count up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to think 15. There are 5 ones, so I'm going to put them into the ones place. I made a 10, so the 10 has to be moved to the tens house. Now I can go ahead and add my tens place. I'm going to again start at the top and work my way down. So 1 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. So I have 8 tens. Therefore, my answer is 85. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a different problem. Let's do it together again. So again, you can use whatever piece of paper or even a whiteboard or anything you have. This time I'm going to take 17 and add 29. Again, there's that T chart with the tens and ones. You can write the T and the O if you don't want to write out the whole thing, but it definitely helps with you remembering which place is from which place. Okay, my first step is to add the ones. I always add the ones first. I'm going to go ahead and use those touch points. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're going to think 16, put it in a bubble, put it on a side. In 16, there are 6 ones, so I'm going to go ahead and put those 6 ones into the answer place in the ones place. Now I did compose a 10, so I have to move it to the tens house again. And there's that 10. You would write it. Now I have to add the tens. Again, we're going to start at the top and work our way down. 1 10, 2, 3, 4 tens. So therefore my answer is 46. Okay, on this one I want you to try to do it on your own. Here's our problem is 14 plus 68. I want you to go ahead and pause it here and you can try it starting with the ones place. You're going to add the ones. You're going to think, did you compose a 10? You're going to put the ones in the ones place and all that. And then move to the tens place and add the tens place. So go ahead and pause it here. See if you can do it on your own. And then I'm going to go through the steps and see if you got the right answer. Okay, hopefully you paused it and you're just joining me again. So my first step is to always add the ones place. I'm going to use those touch points again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're going to think 12. There is a 1 and there is a 10. So I'm going to take the 2 from the ones and I'm going to put it into the ones place. Now the 10 that I made, I composed a 10. I'm going to regroup it and move it to the tens house because it can't stay in that ones place. So there it is on top. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the tens. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. 1 10, 2 tens, 3, 4 tens, 5, 6 tens, 7, 8 tens. There are 8 tens and 2 ones. Therefore, my answer is 82. Hopefully when you pause that and worked it out on your own, you were able to get the same answer. Okay, this is the last one that we're going to do, and I want you to again try it on your own and then check yours against mine. If you end up getting it wrong and need to watch the whole video again, you can restart it at any time. I'm also posting some other videos that will have similar steps, and we'll be working out other adding 2-digit numbers, so you can always watch those videos as well. We're going to start with 36 plus 47. There's my T-chart, my tens and ones. At this point, I want you to go ahead and pause the video, do those steps, work it out, and then when you've found your answer, you can go ahead and play it again. Okay, I'm going to start, hopefully you paused it and you have your answer. Now I'm going to go ahead and go through the steps and hopefully you get the same answer that I did. I'm going to start with adding the ones place. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to think 13. I'm going to take the ones from the one place, which is the 3, and I'm going to put it in the ones place. I'm going to take the 10 that I made, and I'm going to move it to the tens house because we can't leave it in the ones place. Now I'm going to add the tens place. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. 1 10, 2, 3, 4 tens, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. Now I have 8 tens and 3 ones, so my answer is the sum is 83. So this is the last one that we did on this one. If you need to rewatch it to get those steps firm in your brain, that's fine. Or watch another video, try some more on your own, check them with a parent or a